I want to show you how to use the multi-tool to set up and quickly create modules and create templates. So this is really a useful tool and a time saver when you're setting up a course kind of from the get-go, or if you know that you want to maybe add a unit or a large chunk of material into an existing Canvas shell and want to do it in one place. So it's kind of like your one-stop shopping. I'm in the student view right now to just show you the navigation crumbs on that left side that students are able to see. And what I want to do is just show you how to enable the multi-tool so that you can access it and get to just this one part of using the multi-tool to add kind of a backbone to your course. So I'm going to leave my student view. And what you'll see is now you're in the instructor view and you see this multi-tool. Most of you do not have this yet. You have to move it in to your navigation crumbs by going to your settings in your Canvas course. So yes, you have to do this in each of your courses. And you are going to, in the settings menu, you're going to go to navigation. And this is where you are dragging and dropping the things that you want to have active in that navigation crumb bar. So oftentimes the multi-tool is down in the bottom. It's not activated, it's disabled until you pull it up. When you pull it up, that means you as the instructor can now access it. It is not accessible by students, but now that it's up in this section, you can access it. So when you're looking down at the bottom, this is where you can kind of customize each of your courses in terms of what you can access and utilize. So if we go into my homepage for this advisory course, now you're seeing that multi-tool. And so let's go into the multi-tool and look at how we can add content and use it. So this video is just looking at these top two areas, building a template and creating a module. So the module builder allows you to build large chunks in one place. So it's easier than going into, let's say, if I go to modules and I want to create a new module, I have to press, add the name. Then I have to go in and under that, I have to say, well, what do I want to add? Do I want to add an assignment? Do I want to add a quiz, a file, a page, all that good stuff? So this is a way to sort of be more time effective and add stuff in large chunks. So if I go to multi-tool and go into module builder, it is going to bring up any modules that you have. And for this class, I really only have check-ins and community building. It's just kind of a social emotional kind of support class. But when you're looking at a math class, a social science class, an art class, an English class, a science, English language class, you are going to have more modules, or if you're starting from scratch, you might not have any. And so what you're going to do is you're going to create a new module pattern. So you have to think at this point in time how you want to structure the class. Do you want to do it in units? Do you want to do it in chapters, in days, in lessons, by objectives or ELOs? So this is a good time to think about the overall structure and kind of map what you want to do for this semester and how you want students to use the course. So maybe you want to do it by units and you have some major units of study. So you'd say, hey, I want to do it by units. How many modules do you want to create? Let's say we want to create 2. Your starting number, if you are building from scratch, probably you're starting at 1. But if you know that you're just adding on, then you could add on based on where you left off. And then you're going to generate a module list. And you see here that now you have the module name is unit. You have your unit 1. You can actually title them here. So you're not going back and forth within your course. You can do it here in this module building area. So that is helpful. You also have the ability to add parts to this module. So let's say in your units, you know that you're going to have a discussion. So you can add the discussions here. You can add pages. You can add quizzes. You can add a text header if you want to kind of separate out and create a hierarchy in your modules, you can use that header to do that. Let's see. And then you can just kind of add points if you want to put point values on discussion boards. You can also bring in your page templates, and we're going to look at that in just a second. But essentially, you can pull pages that are already in existence within that Canvas shell. So it wouldn't pull from a separate Canvas shell, but it would pull from the Canvas shell that you're currently in if you want to build in a template. So let's take a look at that piece. So this is one way to just quickly create a large chunk of modules, and then within this one place, just add the number of discussions and assignments that you want in that particular module. If we go back to the home page, your template builder is a place to create just sort of a format for each of the types of Canvas resources that you can put into a module. So if we take a look down here, I created a weekly check-in template. And all I did there was I said, okay, I know that I want it to be an assignment here. So I called it weekly check-in. So we can do that. Check-in. And I said, let's create an assignment. And it populates down here. So now I have two of them. One of them, if you take a look, is the one that I created earlier. And it actually has blocks that would then be able to be quickly filled in based on what it is that you were doing. And that was from the CD Labs design tools, which some of you may or may not be using. But it's a place to just sort of, if you have a header or a set of instructions, maybe you have pictures that you like to use at the top, this is how you can easily have these available to you as you create that template for this particular assignment. And they would all be stored down here. So let's say you have a quiz template that you want. You can go in and say, hey, here's my quiz template. When you click on it, it allows you to kind of type what you need to. Maybe you have some pictures, some directions that you always want to have displayed, kind of a good luck message. You can put this here, and then as you create new quizzes, the template is used by you as you're creating things in your modules in the Canvas course. And so if we go back to Module Builder, we should now be able to see, let's see, do we have an assignment in this one? No. So we have a whole bunch of different assignments. So this course, as I said, is an existing course. So these are all different assignments that they have. But here's your templates. And that's where you would select, okay, I want this assignment to have this template. And then the cool thing is, when you have assignments in this module builder, you can also quickly select, oh, is it an online submission? It's no submission. It's on paper. You can assign those points as I showed earlier. So it's a really nice way to, in one place, just add more kind of content and ease as you're building classes or as you're adding new material to your Canvas courses. So again, the homepage, this one is just talking about these two pieces of the CD Labs multi-tool. This multi-tool, remember, is available to you in all of your courses. If you go into your settings for each course, go to navigation, drag it up from the inactive up to the active, make sure that you save it. And when you go to your home page, you as the teacher will see the multi-tool and you can access it. When you go to student view, students do not see that multi-tool and they do not have access to it. I hope this is helpful. Thanks.